Good morning, everyone. This is your girl, Mighty Stream. I greet you. I'm going to do your August the 26th just for today in a meditation. I am so excited to be able to be with you finally. It's been very difficult trying to get the internet to work for me here on this cruise. Okay, now the title, and I want to tell you, this is my 9th-year anniversary with my husband and having the boys with us. We're very excited about today. So how perfect is that I would be able to take on today? August 26th is entitled 10th Step Inventory. We continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. Step 10. A daily 10th step keeps us on a sound spiritual footing. While each member asks different questions, some questions have been found to be helpful to almost everyone. Two key 10th step questions are: am I honestly in touch with myself, my actions, and my motives? And have I prayed for God's will for me and the power to carry it out? These two questions, answered honestly, will lead us into a more thorough look at our day. When focusing on our relationships with others, we may ask, have I harmed anyone today, either directly or indirectly? Do I need to make amends to anyone as a result of my actions today? We keep it simple in our inventory if we remember to ask, where was I wrong? How can I do it better next time? NA members often find that their inventories include other important questions. Was I good to myself today? Did I do something for someone else and expect nothing in return? Have I affirmed my faith in a loving higher power? Step 10 is a maintenance step of the NA program. The 10th step helps us to continue living comfortably in recovery. Just for today, I will remember to review my day. If I have harmed another, I will make amends. I will think about how I can act differently. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. How powerful is that meditation for today? 10th step inventory. You know, sitting on the back end of this Carnival cruise ship and watching the sunrise, I am touched emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Being able to enjoy what? Watching the sunrise, excuse me. Being able to enjoy the early morning breeze. And it made me think to myself, as I'm gathered with my husband and boys, and we're watching this and the breeze and just watching the magnitude of the sun coming up over the horizon, I thought to myself, how in the world is it possible for any human being, right, not to forgive, not to be in the mindset of just for today, whatever is going on, I don't want to have a beef with anyone. I don't want to owe anyone anything. I don't want anything to be a problem. I want for the day to be beautiful. I want for my relationships to be beautiful. I want for everyone in my life to be able to enjoy the beauty of living. I mean, truly, I can tell you that my mindset is a lot different on today compared to what it's been over the last few days. And it dawned on me that my boys and I and my husband, we take this 10th step some kind of way. We do it almost naturally with each other because oftentimes in the evening, we're gathered together in my bedroom or in one area of the house or another. And we're talking about the things that have happened over the course of the day. Like we're sort of debriefing, right? And want to say, well, I didn't like it when you did such and such. And then the other one, sometimes myself or my husband, well, I did such and such or said such and such because you were doing such and such. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm learning that family should definitely be in the habit of doing 10th step inventory. If you are in recovery, start teaching your family how to recover with you. Start teaching your family how to forgive with you. Teaching your family how to make prompt amends. I mean, honestly, when we think about it, we're with our family more than anyone else. We're with our family daily. And as a result of that, the fruit, right, of our recovery, the benefits of our recovery should actually come to our families first. Those people that we wake up to and go to bed to, that we live with. And if you're single or you don't have a family, then your closest friends, your network, right? We should be practicing this 10th step on a daily basis because it helps me personally, it helps me to wake up and feel free every day without any animosity. It's really a beautiful place to be. Now, I do apologize for the background noise because they are blowing some horns and doing alarms. I think it's their morning run of making sure everything is in order. So excuse that if you hear that, but I hope that these noise canceling headphones are working. The other thing that I want to talk about is the two questions that it mentions here. Two key questions. Now, people do their 10th step in various ways, but these two questions, if you're covering them during your evening or morning inventory, they should prove helpful. Am I honestly in touch with myself, my actions, and my motives? And have I prayed for God's will for me and the power to carry it out? Now, that is powerful, right? That's a very powerful, what I would really consider more of an 11 step question. But in doing the 10th step, right? Taking our daily inventory, right? Because those questions directly relate to the 11th step, right? Through prayer and conscious contact with our higher power, we ask for knowledge of His will and the power to carry it out. So that those two questions are actually more of the 11th step, but I understand that those two questions will lead us to look more thoroughly at our day, right? And so in this instance, I feel like they're suggesting that these two steps go together. Now, I know you probably haven't thought about this particular 10th step inventory in the mindset of asking God, right? What is your will for me? And can you give me the power, right, to carry it out in the sense of applying your 11th step to your 10th step? I found that very interesting reading this meditation. That if I am practicing my 11th step, it makes my inventory a lot less complicated is the best word to use, right? Because as I'm going through my 11th step, going through my day and staying in contact with God, I'm asking God, what is it you want me to do? And how am I going to do it? You've given me everything that I need, right? To be able to carry this out. Okay, so you want me to use these assets to be able to do this particular thing that you want me to do. Now, at the end of the day, if I'm applying the 11th step, I can go into my 10th step and I can say, personal inventory. And when I was wrong, promptly admitted it. I haven't done any wrong today. Or maybe I did, right? But most of the time, I believe that if we're maintaining our spirituality through that 11th step, our 10th step should be a breeze. And might be some instances where we misspoke or our attitude or something got in the way, but we can go back to it so easily and acknowledge it and make prompt amends. And that is living happy, joyous. I hope that helps you because all of our questions that are listed here are all good questions. I don't think there's a wrong way to actually work the 10th step unless you actually don't work the 10th step. I hope that you enjoyed today's podcast. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you soon.